Speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense, they devise ways to get him the football in space and just let him go.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The Cowboys.
Was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Running with Elliott. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Lutz good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And some room to run now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott now.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give running left. It's McCaffrey.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And all the way down to the 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And all the way in. touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. How did he stay on his feet? And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, it's Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Throwing deep for Galladay. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tardarius Moore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott off play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Boy, he covered a lot of ground. 82 yards on the punt return. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Taken from about the 12.
Pushing through the contact.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On third down, it's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Fielded at about the 28. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 21.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Our ball, baby. Our ball. It's ours.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Jones.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Jones.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be caught by Tony.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jones.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.